Ay, ay, ay. Alicia, get off my back. Alicia. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be at. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you may be at. I spent like 2 weeks in Colombia, right? This was my 5th or 6th time in Colombia, right? I've been going to Colombia for the past 5 or 6 years. Check the Colombia playlist, right? And considering that I doubt everyone will watch this video, I still need to put this out, right? I wish I could get this out to the masses. I need you to help me get it out to the masses. I personally have never been drugged. I'm not saying I never will be, right? I'm not saying it's impossible, but I've never been drugged. And this goes for inside and outside of Colombia, right? But when I talk to fellow passport bros and I look on the internet, there's a lot of talk about being drugged and being scoped. When the topic of discussion comes around Medellín, Cartagena, Cali, Bogota, the country as a whole, a lot of people are scared to travel because of stories they've heard. Rumor mill, third person account. Now let me set the record straight. Now I'll say this and I'll say this again. People have been drugged in America. People have been drugged in Europe. People have been drugged in Asia. So this whole phenomenon about Colombia. A lot of the same things, or all of the same things that have happened in Colombia can and will happen in different parts of the world. But I want to give you, the viewers, some recommendations, right, to ensure you aren't one of those people, to ensure you aren't a statistic, right? If you've never been to Colombia and you're thinking about going, this video is for you. If you're one of those guys that thinks, oh, I need my buddies to go with me, this video is for you. I had a woman in my my room, right? And you know, I always say I'm trying to stop drinking, but I am serious this time. And in my particular Airbnb, there was some alcohol, right? You had alcohol, water, various drinks in the refrigerator, right? She wanted to have a drink. It was like one of these little cans, wine coolers, whatever the case may be. Nothing strong, of course. So I cracked open one, she cracked open hers, and we started drinking, watching Netflix, doing whatever we were doing. I was like, man, I'm going to take a shower, right? I took that drink that I had and I set it on the kitchen counter, and I went in and I took a shower, right? And I'm gonna give you some key tips now. Y'all write this. Get your pen and your paper out. I'm gonna wait. Get your pen and your paper out. I'll wait. So I went in there and I took a shower, right? Here's some things that I do, and I suggest you do. First and foremost, I did not close the bathroom door. Write that down. I did not close the bathroom door, right? The bathroom door was open the whole time. She could have walked in there and seen me butt naked. Even though she saw me butt naked. She could have walked in there and seen me butt naked taking a shower. So, number one, I didn't close the bathroom door because I want to be able to see and hear, not necessarily see but hear, what's going on in my room. Bags, luggage, footsteps, movement. The front door closing. I want to be able to hear specifically things that's going on in my room while I'm in the shower. Key tip, right? This is one thing I also do. If I'm in the shower and I turn the shower on and I'm doing whatever I'm doing, after a few minutes, I'm going to turn that shower off. And I'm going to listen. If everything sounds up and up, as in there's no noise, I just better hear that Netflix, I better hear that movie, I better hear that show, I'm going to continue taking a shower. Then a few minutes later, I'm going to turn that shower off again. If I don't hear no zippers, no luggage, nothing moving, no luggage rolling out of my apartment, no doors being closed, I'm going to continue taking a shower again. And I did this about 3 or 4 times until I was completely done. And if you was in the military and you one of those warriors like I am, you know, they practice taking these types of showers in the military, right? In war zones, they practice not, I think they had signs in some places, not letting the water run. Like you get in the shower, you put water on you, right? You suds up, right? You you turn the shower back on, you rinse off. That's how it was. It used to be signs in the Middle East and war zones, right? Because I'm a certified warrior. Where, you know, you go inside of the latrine, you better not have that water running. Like, you supposed to conserve water. In my time fighting for wars and countries and the American people, I learned that simple water conservation technique. But I used that water conservation technique to ensure that I am aware of one of my senses hearing of things that are going on in my room. And take note, I'm going to repeat this in case you didn't catch it. One is if I'm in the bathroom, right? That door is open. 2, I am consistently turning the water on and off. Consistent. Turning the water on and off so I can look for changes in the environment. I can look for maybe she's going through my bag. I can look for maybe she's setting my luggage to the side and trying to unlock it. I can look for the zippers. I can look for her rolling my luggage out of the room. I can look for her tiptoeing out of the room. I can look for my front door closing because she left with my stuff. And I suggest you do the same. So when I got out of the shower, right, I did what a lot of you people don't do. A lot of the people that says they was drugged in Medellín, what they don't do. When I got out of the shower, and I got the picture in my phone, but you just gonna have to believe me. When I got out of the shower, I did what a lot of people that have been don't do, and I got another drink. That drink that was on that kitchen counter stayed on that kitchen counter. I went back in the refrigerator and I grabbed another drink. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is one way to prevent from being scoped. Because I spent hours watching videos, right? Hours. I spent about a week, right? Before I went to Colombia watching every video on Colombia, the dangers and the people that have been victimized in Colombia. I've watched every video on YouTube. And what's funny with all of those videos that I watched is every single person that was a victim had something in common. Every single person that was a victim had something in common. And that one thing they had in common is alcohol. That one thing they had in common is putting themselves in a compromising position. Pause. Every single video I watched 15 of them. Every single video, all of them had one thing in common, and that's alcohol. And I talked to this gentleman, and he was like, "Hey, Chris keeps flying." He said, "Hey, Mr. Keeps flying. I like to drink. And if you know, like I know, and if you go back to my past Medellín videos, I like to drink too." Past tense, of course. But I still never put myself in a position to be scoped. And when you're going out to clubs, let's break this down. When you're going out to clubs, right? Let's break this down. You're going out to a club, you buy a bottle, you got a section. That's what I do. That's what I suggest. I've always suggested it. Private space. No one's within arm's reach, right? No one can just. You go out to a club, you buy a bottle, you're in a section. The only people that should be in that section are people you invited and the people that work there, right? And I'm going to get to that maybe later, but as long as you don't make eye contact, if you see someone cool, keep your head moving. But if you make 2-second eye contact with someone, you see someone, you look at them and they look at you, and you're still looking at them, they're likely to come over there. They're likely to show some sign that, are you interested? They're likely to smile. They're likely to turn around so you can see their backside. They're likely to try to continue to gain your attention. But when you have a section, because I know you're going to get a section, only those that you've invited over there, or even some that you didn't invite over there, are now in your vulnerable position. They've left you vulnerable. Pause. They've left you vulnerable. You say, how are you vulnerable? Because in your section is alcohol, and they now are an arm's reach to put something in your drink. And I talked about this in another video, right? I was in Gusto's, right? Which is trash, by the way, but that's another story. And 2 girls came over, right? And I'm talking to one, right? One of them came to my left. If you know, it's like your chair, like it's like a U, right? And I'm right here in this chair, this sofa. And the other girl was in this sofa, right? And so I'm leaned over talking to her, but I'm looking at this sofa. You picture this, right? It's like a U. It's like 3 sofas. It's like this sofa, this sofa, this sofa. This is a little section. In the middle is the table. So I am over here talking to this girl, but I am looking at this girl. Let me repeat that again. Slow it down for you. It's like a U. I'm in this section. I'm in the middle. It's like a sofa right here and a sofa right here. I am over here talking to this girl in this sofa. It was like kind of beside me. But I am looking at this girl. And a lot of men get distracted because they're so concentrated on, they're so concentrated on this particular woman, right? That has took your mind off of the other woman that's there, that they let themselves get in a compromising position. She's talking to you, smiling at you, grabbing you, touching you, filling in places that only your girlfriend's supposed to feel, right? Causing you to pause. And you're so distracted by one that the other one already. So after a minute of, I'm trying not to be rude. Like a girl don't come to my section. I'm like, oh man, get out, B. B, get the heck out of here. What the F are you doing? Like, hey, what's up? They're gonna ask you 2 things, man. The first 2 things a woman's gonna ask you 99% of the time is where you from and what's your name. 99% of the time they're gonna ask you those 2 things, even though they know most people there are American, but cool. So I have to feel, I'm not looking for, I put it in the translate, I'm not looking for nothing. I told her, but I'm still looking at that other woman. And she got up, and I kind of, literally I put my hands on her back. She got up to talk to her friend, right? She just got up a little bit, and I pushed her. And she got her friend talked, and they got the heck out of there. I didn't push her because I'm 200 pounds. If I push her, she might get a concussion. But I kind of gave her a gentle nudge to, hey, I'm good. So she left my section. But let's look at things in perspective, right? Think about this for a second. Scope, right? It's supposed to take effect. It's not supposed to wait an hour to take effect, right? So whatever a woman is trying to do to you, it has to be when you're leaving somewhere or you're already in your residence, you're already in your hotel, you're already in your Airbnb. But if you don't give a woman the opportunity to do something to your drink, you will never be scoped. This comes, listen, if me and a woman are having a drink, right? Hypothetically speaking, because this time I was in Gusto, it was so trash. I think I had some drinks. No, I didn't. But I will say I had a drink with the bartender or the waitresses, but I didn't. It was somewhere else where I did that. But if you were having a drink with a woman, right? One woman, right? Don't let her make you a drink. Let's say you make a drink, you make her a drink, and you're done, and she starts to try to make you a drink. Do not let her make you a drink. Because you know how hard, you know how easy it is, right? I'm gonna use this free promo. This Dior cologne. If you don't have this in your collection, go get it. This is it. This is it right here. This Dior cologne, free promo. Dior hit me up for promotions, advertising. Let's say I'm making a drink, right, and I'm trying to scope someone, right? Hypothetically speaking, I'm a woman, and here's the drink, right? How easy is it for me to slip something in your drink? I'm making a drink with the right hand. I got the bottle on the left hand. Or I just got your glass. I'm about to go towards the bottle. How easy is it for me to take something out of my hand and put it in your drink and you not see it? And it's not like you're gonna look at your drink and you're gonna see white stuff floating at the top. This stuff, you're not gonna see it. You're not gonna notice it. Excuse me. I do not suggest you let a woman make you a drink. Ever. And if you do let a woman make you a drink, don't drink it. Do not drink it. Oh no, I'm good. And I've told many women, and I might show some WhatsApp messages and Tinder stuff, screenshots another day. I've told many women, are you trying to set me up? I've told women that, hey, they asking these questions, and I'm gonna get into the questions like, hey, you trying to set me up? Like, my radar's going on. What's on your mind? Like, why do you want to know these things? There's this gentleman that was on this documentary, and he was talking about, hey, I was scoped. I seen a woman looking through my phone. I didn't pay it no mind. I seen a woman going through my bag. She said she was looking for a phone charger. I seen a woman. This woman gave him multiple signs that she was trying to set him up. And he ignored them. Do not ignore those signs. So let's talk about something. Right? People say, hey, get somewhere where they check IDs, right? In my first Airbnb in Colombia, they did check IDs, right? They did check IDs. They did. But my second Airbnb, they didn't. And you say, hey, Quisky Fine, what do you suggest? They check or they don't check? To me, it really doesn't matter because there's videos on YouTube of women coming to places with fake IDs. Right? And let's say this, right? There's this video, right? I could probably find it. You can probably find it too. Of a woman scoping a guy, and she went to Bogota, or Cali. Like she left Medellín. And you say, oh, we got our ID, we got our passport picture, which may or may not be real. We have her photo. Okay, you have her photo, right? That's the only legitimate thing that's her, right? Minus the makeup. You think if she scopes you in Medellín on Monday, she's gonna be in the park on Tuesday? You think she's that dumb to still be there after she scoped you, took your laptop, your phone, your passport, your money, your credit card, your debit card? You think she's just that stupid to still be there? Let me repeat that. You think if a woman scopes you on Monday, on Tuesday you're going to see her at Gusto, or at the park, or at the club, at the bar, walking down the street. You think she's going to be on Tinder the next day trying to scope another guy? You think she's that stupid? A lot of women that after they've done this, they leave. Well, they're in Medellín, they're not outside. You'll never see them. And they wait some time and they come back. So unless you live there, 9 times out of 10, she's like, man, I waited a week or two, right? Got this money, I'm chilling. That gringo's probably gone by now. That gringo's probably was on vacation. He's not here anymore. Then they are going back out. And there's been instances where people have lived in Medellín and they've seen the woman before. I've seen video, it made me laugh. But 9 times out of 10, she knows that gringo does not live there. And she knows if she waits a week or two, 9 times out of 10, you're going to be gone. And she can go back and find her next victim. The keys to being successful in Medellín, the keys to not being scoped in Medellín, 9 times out of 10 is being aware of your surroundings. 9 times out of 10 is not letting a woman make you drink. Not letting a woman come close to your drink. Not leaving your drink unattended and going back and drinking it. Not understanding the signs. Multiple women have said, hey, are you there alone? Why do you want to know if I'm here alone? Multiple women have told me, hey, can I bring a friend? You want to bring a what? Did I ask you for an orgy or a threesome? Be aware of the signs that you're getting set up, because if a woman brings a friend to your apartment and you're there by yourself, you can only watch one. You can only watch one. And if one's doing you with the ground and pound and you're distracted, obviously, she's not doing this and you're like, what your friend doing? You're going to be distracted. Listen, guys, I'm giving y'all the cold, honest truth of being safe in Medellín. I was just there for 2 weeks, walking around my phone, right? You see the video. Look at I've been walking around I walked around my phone day and night in Medellín. I walked around with a camera on my chest. Day and night in Medellín. Day and night. I don't care where I was at. I'm walking around. I was not always in the park. I walked around half the city with my phone out, doing it. Hey, I'm in Medellín right now. I'm at Starbucks. I'm at the gym. I'm about to go here. I'm about to go there. I'm walking around. There's nothing going on. These women this, which woman of that. Oh, BBLs, cosmetic surgery. Oh, she still me up. This sort of thing. I walked around half the city with my phone and my camera. I never had an issue. Do I suggest you do it? Depends on your character. But as you can see in my YouTube shorts and videos, I have walked around the whole city with my phone out. But as long as you practice good situational awareness, you're going to be all right. And I learned this in the DR. I didn't learn this in Colombia. If you have your phone out and you're near the street, it's common sense, honestly. But a lot of people don't use common sense because common sense isn't too common around senseless people. If you have your phone out, and you're near the street, it's very easy for someone to come on a motorbike and snatch your phone. They've been doing it in America. They do it in the DR. It's very, very popular in London. In the UK, they probably do it every 30 minutes. Just be aware of your surroundings and do not look like a soft target. Colombia is safe as long as you go about it safely.